Hi guys, Beth here. So today I thought I'd do a chatty get ready with me using the products I got in Japan on my recent trip. And I'm also gonna talk, well, the chat is gonna be my trip and how it went, everything on, I guess, or places we saw. I honestly, I should write everything down. It's kind of like it's gonna be a little bit of a messy video because I don't think I'm gonna have I don't have it in my brain, like the names of places, but I will put them on the screen. I'll edit this video so that way you guys know in case you're planning a trip to Japan. I booked my trip through Travelocity, and there was like a little hiccup, you guys, during our trip. So I'm gonna get into that. So I forgot to get concealer. I'm gonna grab a concealer. Here's our sink, bathroom, shower. Okay, real quick, you guys, I want to show you this. They give you toothbrushes here, and there's a little tube of toothpaste. It's so cute. And the toilet was heated. I love that. But we got number 4 Orientalist face and hand wash for hand wash. And then here in the shower, you guys, we also get the number 1 Orientalist shampoo. And then the other says treatment. I don't know what that means. And then there's the body wash. I guess that's like the conditioner maybe. And then here is the body wash. Okay, and then you get a bath, and then you get the shower. And I'm assuming you shower on the floor because there's like a little drain like right here. That's so cool. Okay, so I grabbed my Dollar Tree concealer. I didn't pick up a concealer in Japan. This is the Candy Moyo multi-usage, and I'm just gonna use it for like under my eye area. So yeah, so the hiccup, you guys, was we were supposed to arrive in Japan on Tuesday. Yeah, I think we left on a Monday, the 7th, and we were supposed to get the next day, be there on Tuesday, the 8th of July, and we had a delay. So we flew from Ontario, California, the international airport. It's a small airport. We flew from there to Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. And when we got to Phoenix, Arizona, we realized that when we got to San Diego, we weren't going to make our connecting flight to Japan. So my husband was like, well, let's go talk to, American Airlines. So we go to talk to American Airlines, and they changed our flight, but it wasn't going to get us to Japan till Wednesday. So we missed a whole day in Japan. We were supposed to be there Tuesday. We didn't get there till Wednesday. And then I started messaging Travelocity on their app, and they said that because we went around them and through the airline, American Airlines, that they couldn't do anything about our day lost. Like, they couldn't reimburse me for the day in the hotel. They said that, oh, do I have a blush? I don't have a blush, so I'm gonna use my e.l.f. blush right here, you guys, sorry. But yeah, so they told me that they couldn't reimburse us. Like, the hotel probably wouldn't. That's what they said. It costs more in fees. And this is the crap they kept giving me. Like, before we even went on our trip, I was like, why are we flying from California to Arizona back to California? Can I just take a flight from California to San Diego to Japan, you know, and they're like, no, it'll cost more. And that was the story the whole time. Like, it's gonna cost you more, and they couldn't do it, you know. So when we kind of messed that up by going around them and going through American Airlines. And what else happened? So then we got there Wednesday. We ended up staying one night at the DoubleTree Hotel in Arizona. It was like an oven in Arizona, you guys. It was so hot. That was on the 8th. That was the 7th. We spent the night the 7th in Arizona. The 8th, we went back to the Arizona Phoenix airport, and American Airlines paid for our hotel, which was nice, and they gave us like a $12 meal ticket to use in the airport, which didn't even like buy it. Barely bought a bag of chips and a soda. But we got so on Tuesday we flew out to San Diego, and then we made our connecting flight to Japan like late that day. But since Japan is ahead of us in time, we still made it there on Wednesday. But we got there like around after 5 o'clock noon, like 5 p.m. So we got there, and I was like, I had this whole list of things that we had to do, like get a Sika card, get eSIM cards for our phones so we could call and travel and use our phones. I had already prepaid though through T-Mobile for international calling, so it was like $35 per person. Turned out to be like 170 or something for all 5 of us. And I ended up buying an eSIM card for myself, and then we saw like a counter, so we went over there. I bought mine in a machine for $35. And then when we went to the lady at the booth, she like went through our phones, and she said, no, yours doesn't take it, yours doesn't take it, yours doesn't take it. And then only Mila's was accepted. So we got Mila and eSIM. And then I was just kind of like, oh my God, how are we going to like navigate? Because from the reviews I saw online, they were like, I'm going to get something for my eyebrows real quick. So yeah, we got Mila one. She never used it. She's 12 years old. She doesn't care. Like, she just knows that she could trust us and follow us wherever we go, and she'll get to where she needs to be. So for her, like, she's still at that age, like really innocent, where she's just like, mom and dad are going to take care of me. I don't need, a phone or to know where I'm at. She just follows. My son, on the other hand, he's more like, he gets scared. There was one point when we were traveling by train. We went to Shibuya, and we traveled there. We stopped first though somewhere else to like see some art exhibits, and I'll put some images on this video of that. But we saw the No Borders exhibit, and I'll put the name of the city here. I don't remember the name of the city. But then after that, we went to like, Shibuya, where like all the, the big crossroad is, where everyone crosses diagonal, and there's huge like shopping places and stuff. Because I wanted to go to Don Quixote, and I did end up going to Don Quixote. If you guys saw my last like 2 videos ago, I have a haul of what I bought in Japan, and I share with you guys stuff that I bought at Don Quixote. But that was Saturday. So I'll rewind, go back to Wednesday. We get to Japan, and I'm just like trying to get all these things. We end up a driver approached us and was like, hey, do you guys want to ride to the hotel? And we're like, at first I was like, no, let's just take the train. It's gonna be a lot cheaper. It's like the cheapest, easiest way. The bus I think was the cheapest, but I was like, no, let's just get the train, But then I was thinking in my head, because it runs about $150 to $200 for a ride of 5 people from van to hotel from the NRT airport, which is Narita Airport. I forgot what it stands for, but it's in Narita. So we landed in Narita, Japan, and then it was like a 40-minute drive from there, 50-minute drive. So he said he would only charge us $150. So we were like, okay, you know what, that's a good deal. I thought, I'm like, I took a second to think about it, but I was like, yeah, let's go. Make it easy and not have to figure out the whole train situation right away. And so he drove us to our hotel. We stayed at the Oriental. hotel in Urayasu. I think that's how you say it. In Shiba, in the city of Shiba. And then and that's Tokyo Bay. And that's right by Disney Sea and Disney. It's like one train stop away from Disney Sea and Disneyland. So our hotel actually had a shuttle that takes you there. It's about 2.5 miles. I wouldn't recommend walking though, because it's so hot and humid, and they make it like hard. I think, like, I don't know. My husband was saying like the driving, it looks like it's really hard because there's no like on and off ramps that I noticed. I'm like, how are you even getting off the freeway? But yeah, so it was kind of hard. I'm gonna use the powder that I got there. This one, I really like this powder, you guys. It has SPF 50. But yeah, so we get to our hotel. It's about after 6 p.m. and then we're kind of settling in. I do have a video like of our hotel. I'll post it later. But me and my husband, we looked out the window and we saw like, oh, there's a family mart across the street and there was a big mall. So me and him went to go get food. We're like, let's just get food from somewhere close. So we got food at the family mart for the kids and we ate in our hotel. And then the next day, because that day was Wednesday, we were supposed to be at Disney Sea. So because of the delay, I lost out on like $300 because I think it was like $60 a ticket for Disney Sea. And then on Thursday, we ended up at Disneyland because I had booked them day after day, you know, so like back to back. So then I ended up buying new tickets for Monday for Disney Sea because I had only left 2 days without any plans, any like excursions or any plans. So I went to Disneyland in Tokyo and it was nice, you guys. It was really nice. It was small though. We did get on this Baymax is like a big thing out there. They have a whole dance and a whole thing where people go just to Disneyland to do the Baymax dance and ride the ride. That was the first ride that we got on. It was really fun. Oh my goodness, it was so much fun. So my daughter Mila, she fell in love with Baymax. I bought her a plushie. She's been carrying it all around. And then she got a headband, a Baymax headband at Disney Sea when we were there. But Disneyland was fabulous. We were able to go through all of it. It did start raining at the end of the night pretty heavily. And my husband had taken 2 umbrellas because he knew like Japan's gonna be like wet, and he has all these umbrellas here at our house, so he brought 2 of them with us. It wasn't quite enough, but I mean the rain was off and on. It was just at the end of the night where it was kind of like intense, and we were all huddling under the 2 umbrellas, the 5 of us. And I don't have a mirror. Let's see. I'm using the Grwm palette, the quad that I got. So it was really cool. We're watching. So they don't do fireworks, not like Disney Anaheim. Disney Anaheim, they do fireworks at the end of the night. No, you gather around the castle and they do a light show on the castle. It is so cool. And I swear, you guys, everything over there was so much cleaner. The lines, like everybody was so much like so happy and nice at Disneyland. The employees, I was just like, oh my God, it's so like night and day compared to, you know, our Disneyland here in Anaheim, California. But yeah, so the light show was so cool. There was like lightning and thunder during it. So there was this one point where I get the castle and it lights up, and then all of a sudden there's a strike of lightning that went down. So it like lit up the sky. It was really cool. So yeah, and then there was like, we saw the parade earlier in the day. We watched the Beauty and the Beast. Okay, so the rides, they all have like an interactive, not all of them, but most of them have an interactive show before, as you're in line, you're watching a show, and then you get on the ride, and then it's like another show with the ride. It's really, really cool. Like Beauty and the Beast was really cool. So we watched the show, and then we got on the ride, and I'll put some clips of it here, but yeah, it was so neat. I highly recommend both. But Disney Sea, you guys, is so big. Like, you have to book 2 days if you go to Japan. Yeah, there's no way you get through everything in one day. And they close at 9. So that was kind of like one of the bad things, is they close kind of early. And so I kind of like just push you out of the park. So yeah, that was I'll get to that. So that was our Thursday. Friday was a day, let's see, Friday, what did we do? Friday we had a half-day excursion planned, which was pretty cool. We rode the train like maybe an hour out to this one little city, and we were sitting, and no, it was easy. We ended up getting off the train, and right outside the train station, when you come up, there was like a little like kind of like little waiting areas, a bus stop, and then like a little travel booth, I guess. Like, but it was indoors. So we went in, checked in, told them we were there, and they told us, okay, wait for the next bus. And then it was like around 12 noon when our excursion started, and we went to go see, like, I think it was like, oh, the castle. There's the palace, the Emperor's Palace. And then we saw a shrine, I think. It was really neat though. The palace was really neat. They don't let you in. They have guards and stuff, but you get to walk around it and take pictures. There's a park when you first get there. And in Japan, they have like parks where you could just like run around, like for exercise. A lot of people like running out there. And the city will put up like a place where you could go shower and change, like a locker room just for the runners that are running outside. So it's not even like, I don't think you have to pay for that. I'm pretty sure it's free. I think she said it was free. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool to keep like your people in your country healthy and stuff like that. You promote exercising, and it's almost like a free membership, you know, even though you're running outside, but you still get to go inside, you know, and have a locker and change and shower, do whatever you need to do. But yeah, so that was Friday. It was like a half-day excursion. And then Saturday was when we went to Shibuya. Now that was crazy, you guys. It was easy getting over there by train, but coming back home, there was like a train that stopped working. So all these trains were being changed to different tracks, and we were so confused. It took us a while to get home. And then at the train station, I used the restroom, and I accidentally forgot my Loungefly backpack in the bathroom. And we were like 2 stops away on train, and we had to turn around and go get a train back to Tokyo. We get back to Tokyo station, and then we're like, I run to the restroom that I used, and it's missing. It's not there anymore, the backpack. But everybody in Japan is so kind. They turn everything in. They believe in karma. So, you know, it's bad karma to keep something that's not yours. So they turned it into the train station, and I got my stuff back. But that was when like all my passports were in there, and my son started freaking out. And then like after that, we were trying to get the train back, and it was just a mess trying to get on a train again, going back to our hotel from there. So yeah, but I wanted to do it on our own, just because like when you pay for excursions, you're like on a time limit, and so you're kind of like rushed to like see the spots and do things. So I didn't want to like take an excursion to Shibuya or anything like that. I wanted to go there by train, take our time, which we did, because we got to go to the museums. We saw, like, my daughter was really into what is it called? Ghibli, the Ghibli cartoons and stuff from Japan. We didn't get to go to any Ghibli exhibits because the museum sells out like 2 months in advance. The tickets open up 2 months in advance, and you gotta buy them right away when they open up, or else they don't have them anymore. And yeah, so we were able to go to that exhibit, and then we saw the borderless one, which I had been wanting to go here in LA too, but I'm not that, I don't know. I'm not real confident in my driving. I used to drive all around LA and stuff like that because I used to work in LA, But now that I have kids, I don't want to drive with them like certain places. I'm gonna open up the eyeliner. So yeah, so when I saw that opportunity to see it on the way over there and just take a train, we did that. We stopped and we did that. So by the time we got to Shibuya, it was kind of late. It was maybe 4 in the afternoon. So we hadn't ate. We went to McDonald's in Shibuya. It was crazy. Like, we ended up eating on like the 3rd floor or something like that. Everything there was really high. We went to also a card place. My husband wanted to look at trading cards. And we ended up going up like 6 flights of stairs. And then after that, we went to an anime bookstore for my daughter. And then we went to Don Quixote. That was the very last thing. And they have like, you don't pay, what is it called? I always forget what it's called, you guys. You don't pay, it's like an extra tax they charge you when you're out of the country. But yeah, they don't charge you that. So we had to go up to the 6th floor in Don Quixote, and then we had to pay up there. By that time, it was maybe 7-ish, and then that's when we had headed back to Uraiso in Chiba, where we were staying. But it was gonna be like an hour. It was like an hour, I think, by train. But that's when we were getting lost, and was that the day I forgot my bag? Yeah, that was the day I forgot my Loungefly backpack in the bathroom. It was crazy. And then so my son got all upset, and eventually we made it back. It was like late to our hotel. I think it was like 10, almost 11 o'clock. But our hotel is really neat. They have like a welcome thing where they like, it's free to drink alcohol, have soda. They have like, I think it was like waffles or pancakes, maybe pancakes that were free. I think it was from like 8 to 11 or something like that. And then they have this room where you could just get like stuff you might need for the night or the next day, like towels and rubber bands and creams and cleansers and stuff like that. So that was really neat. So when we got back, we felt like comfortable and stuff like that. And then the next day on Sunday, we had a big excursion. That excursion was like a 10-hour excursion all day. We went to Tokyo Tower, which was so cool. It's taller than the Eiffel Tower. So it looks like the Eiffel Tower, but it's taller. Yeah. And then we didn't get to see was Sky Needle. I wanted to go to Sky Needle, but like, yeah, we were not there long enough, you guys. We probably could have, had we not missed that excursion, or we hadn't had that layover problem. We probably could have went to Sky Needle. We might have made it to Okinawa, because we didn't get to ride a bullet train. That was another thing that was kind of like on my list, like let's just go across the countryside, because Okinawa did have, I think, a Ghibli like thing. And then Mila had to like pre-plan for that Monday too, like a trip to the zoo and stuff, because she wanted to see red pandas. So there were so many things that we could have done in that one extra day that we weren't there. Sorry you guys, my nose is a little runny. Yeah, so when we got back, my son was sick, and then I got sick. I'm gonna use, this is a lip fondue that I got. I'm gonna try it out. I do have a gloss here as well, but I'm gonna put this on. This is a lip plumper, and it looks like this. And then after the lip plumper, I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna put the mascara and then the lip gloss. This is very emollient, very soft. Let me grab a tissue for my nose. Okay, I'm gonna rewind a little bit, because that excursion on Sunday, right? We got there and we were there like maybe 15 minutes early off of the train, or half hour. And we go to the spot and we're looking around. We don't see anybody there. There's no bus. There's no tour guide, and we wait, and we're like, there's people cleaning up. I guess they had like, it was a city where like they party a lot and they have music and there's always something going on. And we asked one of the guys, and the security guard, I think he was the security guard, and he looked like Shohei Ohtani. Oh my God, it was so funny. He's just a lot shorter. And he was like, oh no, just wait right there, she'll come. So she did come, and she was like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes late, and she was sick. And she put me and Mila right behind her on the bus. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get sick. I felt bad though. She was so sweet. She said she had lived in Monterey, California. So she knew really good English and everything. But yeah, so our excursion, we went to Tokyo Tower, and then we went to it was like a shrine, and I don't remember the name. I'll put it here, and I'll put some pictures and images for you guys. But it was really cool. Like, it reminded me a little bit of Hawaii, where there's a lot of like big, I think they're carp fish, when you go to the shrines, because Japan was in Hawaii for a while, the Japanese, and they, you know, have their shrines there too. And they're Buddhist, like, they're Buddhist shrines, and they're Buddhist cemetery. I have been to that one in Hawaii. But yeah, so that was all day, that trip. It was 10 hours. We got to go by a beach. We didn't go on the beach though. We went to like a little shopping town, did a little bit of shopping. Everywhere we went, we got ice cream, which was kind of fun. There was a lot of ice cream out there because it was so hot. We didn't eat any sushi, honestly, at all. Me and Mila did get ramen in the mall one day because there was a big mall across the street. This is very thin, this little mascara wand. It's gonna take me forever to lash the little ones that I have. Well, I think it's kind of neat though because it gets like every lash. But anyway, so that was our Sunday. Then Monday was our Disney Sea, which was nice because you just go, you know, to the shuttle outside of at our hotel, and the shuttle drove us there. But we woke up, we were tired, so we didn't leave till like 10, and they opened at 9. And I didn't realize Disney Sea was so huge. You have to get there early. And we were hungry, so we had trouble finding somewhere to eat. We finally sat down at the Cozy Duckling, I think it's called, from Tangled. And we ate there. I got a shrimp hamburger. It's like a shrimp hamburger, but it was like a hamburger, but it had shrimp, not a beef patty. It was so good, you guys. It was like the best burger I've ever had. Because the day before, when we were at that city by the ocean, it was like we were on an island. But when we were on that island, we had ate at a hamburger place, and it was like a Hawaii's best hamburgers or something like that. That's not the name of it, but it did have an award in Hawaii. So we ate like American, you know, hamburgers, and that was really good too. But when we were at Disney Sea, that was awesome. We got these cute little cups. I don't think I showed them to you guys. But when we were at Disneyland, we got a cup there. What was it? It was Alice in Wonderland, because we ate in the Alice in Wonderland restaurant. We got the little souvenir cup and just a souvenir cup, I think. And then when we went to Disney Sea, we ate in the Tangled, that Cozy Duckling restaurant. And then all three of us got the souvenir cups. So now we have a set of 4 cups, or like little teacups, and one like plate. When my daughters wanted the little lunch bags, so I got them for them. I was like, you know what? It's not too bad. Like, we paid $150 for all 5 of us, and we got 5 souvenirs. I thought that was pretty good. And they got, you know, full meals, and they got desserts with their little cups. So it was pretty good. So that was a must-do, like at Disney Sea, is that Cozy Duckling restaurant. It was really nice. I'm glad that we stopped there and ate there. It was worth the money. Before our trip, we had gone to, in the Ontario Mills Mall, they have this restaurant called, what is it called? shoot, I forget, but it's like this they have animatronics in it, and I paid almost $200, and I got one souvenir cup, and it was like a glass, and I didn't even know I was gonna get it, but it is not worth it. Oh, Rainforest Cafe, I think it's called. But yeah, that was not worth it. I had never eaten there, and my husband was like, yeah, let's take the kids. So we took them, and it wasn't worth it. Okay, I'm gonna try the gloss, and that's the last thing I have, you guys, but I do have more to tell. So Disney Sea, they have like these huge, beautiful like hotels, and they're about $7.50 a night. We didn't stay in that. I'm not, you know, I didn't have the money. I didn't realize what it was all about until I got there, and I was just like, oh my goodness, like, you know, why didn't we do this? Why didn't I save up more money, you know? But it was really, really cool. They have like Princess Cinderella, and they have like themed hotels like based on like Peter Pan, and like just really very, very beautiful hotels. Like they're prettier than palaces. But yeah, so we saw those when we walked around the park. We got on some rides. What was the ride that we got on? Let's see. The Tangled one, obviously. I didn't get to get in the Tinkerbell one. I really wanted to, but we were running out of time. We ran out of time, really, because we were searching for food for so long. We got on, there was these water rides. It was funny. My husband got all wet on this one water ride. I'll have him send me the video so I could put it here. It's just hilarious. They had really neat just art throughout, and like I said, everything was really interactive, like all the rides as you wait in line. Very cool. But yeah, and then that was Monday. Tuesday, I think Tuesday we went home. Tuesday? Monday? Tuesday. Yeah, we had to go home Tuesday. It was really sad. It was such a fast trip, you guys. If we had that one extra day, I feel like it would have felt a little bit better. But still, we wouldn't have finished going through all of Disney Sea and getting on all the rides. But yeah, this is my look, you guys. Very simple. The gloss is very clear. This is the ramen. It sounds like ramen, but it's like the ramen brand. I did go on Yes Style, and they do have like these on Yes Style if you download the app. I downloaded it last night, and I went down the rabbit hole of looking at everything they had on their app, and there's so much, you guys. I was trying to find the Can Make powder. This one's the Clear Last, but I heard the Can Make one has a powder that went viral, and I was like curious about it. I kind of like wanted to buy it, but yeah, I'm getting sweaty, you guys. It's hot. Yesterday was in the 90s. Today's in the high 80s, which isn't bad, but I gotta take Mila for a vaccine for junior high. Her Tdap. It's required here in California, or I don't know if the whole United States does it, but we're gonna go do that right now. I hope you guys have a great day, night, wherever you are. I hope you enjoy this video. Sorry that I'm not so like, I don't know, detailed about everything, but you'll see in the video. Hopefully that helps. I am very shy. The only thing that I did actually talk and record during is like our hotel room. So I'll put that, I don't know, in the beginning. I don't know when. But anyway, thank you so much, you guys, for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.